Euro USD on the monthly chart tested a significant resistance level. A break of this level may trigger further uptrend. If price fail to break this level, we may see a price reversal back to the downside for the Euro USD on the monthly chart. So let's look at the structure of the Euro USD on the monthly chart. From a monthly chart, you can see that we still have a series of lower high. This shows that price on the monthly chart is still on a downtrend. So long price on the monthly chart is still on a downtrend on the Euro USD, there's every possibility of price failing to break this level, this resistance level on the monthly chart. So if price fail to break this level this March, we see price pulling back to this downside for the Euro USD for price to resume the downtrend. So let's look at the weekly chart of the Euro USD. On my weekly chart, you can see we have a price close below this level. So long price close below this structure level, this lower low level, we are still in a downtrend. Before we can see further uptrend momentum, we expect price to close above this region before we see uptrend momentum for the Euro USD. So long the Euro USD is still inside this range and price close below this low, which the previous low, which price break, this shows that Euro USD still remain on a downtrend on the weekly chart. So let's look at the trend line of the Euro USD. So long price is still below this swing trend line, we expect the Euro USD to still remain on the downtrend. What we expect for Euro USD this week to do is this. So long price fail to break this resistance level on the weekly chart, you expect the Euro USD to reverse back to this next support level. So we expect price to reverse back to this next support level for this week. So long price fail to break this resistance level on the weekly chart, we expect price to reverse back to this resistance level this week. So let's look at the daily chart of the Euro USD. On my daily chart, you can see that we have a resistance here and price tested that resistance twice and price still closed below it. This shows that we expect the Euro USD to drop this coming week, which is this level, this level, this resistance, this resistance. So we expect price to drop this coming week for the Euro USD. So look out for your possible selling opportunity for Euro USD. We'll be looking at the Great British Pound USD. Great British Pound USD on the monthly chart still remain on a resistance level. So long price is on this resistance level, we expect a reversal except to see price to break this high. If price break this resistance level on the monthly chart, we expect if price break this resistance on the monthly chart, we expect price to retest and continue to push higher for the Great British Pound USD on the monthly chart. So let's look at the structure of the Great British Pound USD on the monthly chart. You can see from my inner structure and the major structure, we see on the major structure we are still on a downtrend, but on the inner structure we still have a series of higher low. So long we have this series of higher low, we expect price to break below it. We expect price to break below it before we can resume our downtrend for the Great British Pound USD. And the price of the Great British Pound USD on the monthly chart still remain on a downtrend. So let's look at the weekly chart of the Great British Pound USD. So on my weekly chart, we still expect price to push lower for the Great British Pound USD because price is currently on a resistance level. So we expect price to do a test of this resistance before we see further downtrend movement. All we expect this week for Great British Pound USD, we expect price to do a retest of this zone, then we'll see a push back to this level. So if price fail to break this level, we expect price to go lower, but price break above, we expect the British pounds to continue to push higher. So let's look at the daily chart of the British pounds USD. On my daily chart, price is currently on a resistance level. So we expect price to do a test of this zone of on the daily chart before we see a further sell for the British pounds USD. If you can see the structure of the British pounds USD on the weekly chart, we expect price to do a retest of this zone because we have an uptrend structure already, but we still expect price to do a retest of this zone before we see any further move for the Great British pounds USD. The dollar index on the monthly chart still remain uptrend. If you can see from the monthly chart structure, you see that we still have a series of higher low on the monthly chart. So long we have this series of higher low on the monthly chart, this shows that the dollar index still remain uptrend on the monthly chart. And with completion of structure on the dollar index, we see expect price to come to this next monthly resistance zone. From our previous analysis, I said price has closed below this high, this high. So long price closed above this high, we expect price to do a retest of this zone, and you can see that price has tested this zone on the monthly chart. So long price tested this zone on the monthly chart, what we expect from the dollar index now, we expect price to resume uptrend for the dollar index this coming week. So let's look at the weekly chart of the dollar index. On my weekly chart, you can see that first of all, let's look at the structure of the dollar index. From my weekly chart, the structure, you can see that we have a low, then we later create a low, then we later create a lower low here. So long we create this low here, and price went and closed above this high. Price has closed above a swing level. Then price come down to retest. After then price do an inner structure on the dollar index. You can see we have an inner structure. So long we have these inner structures and price fail to break this level, this shows that the dollar index is still was in the uptrend. Then price later break out of this high, this structural high, which puts the price back to this high. So long price break this high, the dollar index are fully confirmed forward for uptrend. So all these are just a correction. We are seeing just a correction on the dollar index now. So what we expect this week now, so long the dollar index fail to close below this level, we expect a pullback on the dollar index this week. We expect price to move to this resistance area this week. So after the test, we see a price push to the top. This is what we expect for the dollar index this coming week. So long price fail to close below this support level, we expect price to resume uptrend this week. So let's look at the daily chart of the dollar index. On my daily chart, you can also see that this particular level is a very strong level. We also have a support level. So long price fail to break this daily support level, that means we expect a resumption of price for the dollar index back to the top this coming week. Australia USD on the monthly chart still remain downtrend. You can see that we have a series of lower high. So long we have this series of lower high on the monthly chart, we are still remaining downtrend on the Australia USD. We expect price to take out this next support level. We expect price to push lower to this next support level on the Australia USD. So long we see have this series of lower highs, we expect price to complete this structure with this level this coming months, which is this year. So let's look at the weekly chart of the Australia USD. On my weekly chart, you can see that price has closed below this weekly swing level. So long price closed below this weekly swing level, this confirms the structure that Australia USD has resumed downtrend. So long price closed below this level, this shows that Australia USD have resumed its downtrend for this coming week. So all we expect from the Australia USD this coming week is we expect price to drop. So long price tested this resistance level, this strong resistance level, which is this level. So long price tested this resistance level, we expect price to push lower for the Australia USD this coming week. So all we expect this week, we expect price to break below this level this week. So let's look at the daily chart. On my daily chart, we see have a uptrend move. So long we have this uptrend move, all we expect from the Australia USD on the daily chart, we expect price to break this low, this swing low, then we expect a retest before we see price pushing lower for the Australia USD. So wait for price to break this swing low there, wait for the reversal for you to sell the Australia USD to the downside. So we expect more selling opportunity on the Australia USD. USDJPY on the monthly chart still remain uptrend. So long we have this series of higher low, we will still remain uptrend on the USDJPY. If you can see from my monthly chart, we still have a support at this level. If price break below this support level, we expect price to push to the next support level. But if price fail to break this support level, we expect a push back to the top for USDJPY. So let's look at the weekly chart of the USDJPY. On my weekly chart, price is still projecting to push lower, but we have a sideways trend on the weekly chart. So long we have this sideways trend, we still remain on the sideways on the weekly charts for the USDJPY. So what we expect this week, we expect price to do a retest of this level, then we'll see further push to the downside for the USDJPY. Then the other thing we expect price to a break of price above this area. We expect price to resume up for the USDJPY. So for USDJPY, we are remaining neutral for USDJPY, but the selling scenario is more better for USDJPY. So let's look at the daily chart of the USDJPY. On my daily chart, we see have a downtrend structure. So long we have a downtrend structure on the USDJPY, we expect price to do a retest of this weekly zone. So we expect price to do a retest of this zone before we see further push. We expect price to do a test of this zone, then we see price pushing lower for the USDJPY. So look out for selling opportunity on the USDJPY this week. Gold USD on the monthly chart still remain uptrend. So long we have a series of higher low, we expect gold to continue to push higher on the monthly chart. So let's look at the weekly chart of the gold USD. On my weekly chart, we still have an uptrend structure. So long we have this strong uptrend structure, we expect price to continue to push higher for the gold USD. So what we expect this week, we have two scenarios for buying opportunity this week for the gold USD. We have a support level at this level, which is the previous resistance. Then we also have a resistance at this top. So we'll be expecting price to go off this resistance before we look out for any possible buying opportunity. We take these two scenarios. We expect price to go above this level and do a retest. We look out for buying opportunity. Or we expect price to test this zone before we look out for the buying opportunity. Because gold trend still remain in uptrend. So we'll be looking for possible buy from this zone or a break of this eye. We'll look for buying opportunity for gold USD. So let's look at the daily chart of the gold USD. You can see from my daily chart now, we are currently on a support level on gold USD this week. So if price can push above this resistance level, we do a retest, we see price pushing higher for the gold USD. Then we see expect price to come lower back to this strong support level on the weekly chart for us to do a major buy on gold USD. If you find this weekly analysis helpful, like this video and subscribe to our channel.